So this is the off side. I've given it a good clean. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on that to help the bearing slide on. And then I've got to get my hammer and gently tap that on. And I'll just use that again on the inner race. I think the other method that I read about was to put a bit of threaded rod through the actual axle. Obviously it's difficult having put the half shaft in the other side with a plate, and again you wind the nut down the thread, but I think most people seem to suggest that, so that's gone on quite nicely. I might just give it a little bit more, and then I'll get the lock washer on. There's a definite ting when the back of that bearing hits that shoulder. So I've put oil in that bearing as well. Right, let me find my new lock nut. It's quite interesting looking at the state of the old ones, but clearly they've been knocked over in at least one or two places, but I'll just use the new one. So I'll just get that little tab located in that little hole. That one popped straight on, the other one needed a little bit of a knock. And then again, this is sided. That's better. So again, looking at the old ones where they've been hit, I can't believe that actually generates enough force to knock them on, which makes me think that leverage with the bar is hopefully enough. Let's get that on. Notice these hub spanners are available everywhere now. Good. Right, I'll get the bar on that. really does just bite up. Really can't push that anymore. So that's got to be tight enough. Now I'm just going to get my pliers and knock that over. That folds that over, and then I just tap that down with that so it didn't split it quite so much. That's better. Oh, that hasn't split that one. Good, so I'll do another one on the other side, and then I'll get the paper gasket on there. I've just done the same little tip John Twist was talking about, in just soaking that gasket. So we can line that up. It definitely goes on far easier once it's been soaked. Notice those holes aren't lining up. Which means, I've put the gasket on wrong. How on earth did that happen? Let me turn that round. Right, so I've turned the gasket round. Don't know how that happened. I'm glad I spotted it. But typical, isn't it? Say I thought this side was going better. It's still worth checking everything as you go. Brilliant. So I'll just get the screw in there, get that pushed in, get the screw in, and then this side's done. And just going to put that little screw, new screw there, just to hold that stub, not a stub axle, that half shaft in place. They are. So that's the second disc wheel half shaft done. So hopefully that's all good to go. I suppose we won't know until we put oil in it, but hopefully that's all the new rear hubs and bearings and new longer disc wheel splines on, new paper gaskets, a spacer, got new rubber O-rings in there. Everything's been cleaned up, so hopefully that's all done.